The CITB's profligacy is called into question. Arden equipment is sent to Coventry. And a stunning compilation of the biggest and baddest explosive demolitions in the world. All that and more on the Weekend Wrap. This time last week it was Brown & Mason. This time it's their transatlantic counterparts Controlled Demolition Inc. or CDI as we all know them, removing a blight from the local skyline. CDI has carried out the successful explosive demolition of 3 stacks at the former Tonawanda, the Tonawanda coke plant in New York. All 3 stacks were well over 200 feet in height, but as with everything that CDI touches, they fell without resistance. Let's take a look.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8,
7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Now, speaking about those from beyond UK shores, French attachment manufacturer Arden recently opened a dedicated facility in Coventry to better serve customers in the UK. And as ever, we were the first on the case.
The UK demolition industry is very, very demanding, and it requires a real commitment from manufacturers and from dealers. So it's interesting to note that Arden Equipment, the French manufacturer, has decided to open a new depot here in Coventry.
My name is Bill Jenkins, and I am responsible for the north of England, Scotland and Northern Ireland. We are in our Coventry branch, small warehouse holding that we have in the middle of the country. Recently opened, probably the last 6 months.
My name is Sean Donovan and I am Arden dealer manager for south of England, Wales and Southern Ireland.
The reason why we've decided to come to Coventry is because number one, location, right in the middle of the country, good access to infrastructure.
We needed to have a central location and with a good local representation of demolition companies. I think HS2 starting was a bonus to us opening here, but we always intended to open somewhere in the Midlands.
We needed to commit to the UK. In the past, we've relied on product being shipped from France. Brexit was always an issue. Nobody really knew what was going to happen. We just thought that to serve our customers in a more productive way, we should have stock available in the country. The emphasis is really to get a bigger dealership platform. That's really what we're after.
The thing that makes Arden stand out is our ability to work with people. We do have a standard range of product,
but we also offer bespoke product.
We're very much a solution-based manufacturer and are only too willing to help and spend time with the customer to overcome any problem they may have.
If people want to come to us with a special application, then we're more than happy to sit down, discuss, design and manufacture.
We are very well known for our selector grabs, for clamshell grabs and tying grabs. We also have a range of tilt rotators, demolition products, both primary and secondary processors. And we also have a very innovative Arden jet, which can be attached to most of our attachments.
The Arden name is not as well known as we would like it to be. That's something that we need to work on.
We have just brought in a new warranty scheme. It's a new 3-year full warranty, which has taken effect from this month. We have priced it very competitively. We are now offering it as standard on all selector grabs, all clamshell grabs and tying grabs. It's very easy to administer. It's all done online and it is a very comprehensive warranty scheme covering many components that other warranties wouldn't cover. The reason you should buy Arden, I believe, is we're very passionate about our product. We will always stand by our product. And in some cases, we've even stood by our product well outside of warranty.
I have to say, I've been very impressed with the Arden product range over a number of years now, particularly the grabs and the Arden Jet dust suppression system. Both Bill and Sean are really committed to the Arden cause, and if my visit is anything to go by, they really couldn't be any more helpful if they tried. The fact that the company has now set up shop here in the UK shows a real commitment to the sector, I think, and I wish them every success. Now, one of the highlights of the Conexpo show in Las Vegas last March was the launch of the Komatsu D71 PXI dozer. I was so taken with the machine that I actually featured it on a live stream show back in the midst of the first lockdown. Now, not one, but two of these machines have made landfall here in the UK, and both have been purchased by the True 7 group. And my construction collective colleague, Peter Haddock, has been on site to see them both in action. Like to see them? Here we go. Coinford plant has ordered 95 excavators to be supplied by Hitachi Construction Machinery UK or HCM UK during this year. Coinford director Lee Bolton said, "Our latest purchase of Hitachi excavators gives our expanding fleet both reliability and quality. The inclusion of the industry's latest safety features and lower emission engines enables us to deliver to our clients with the best solutions possible for their projects. We're very impressed with the latest developments made on the Dash 7 excavators and are excited to get them out working in the field. We employ a team of highly trained and experienced engineers to maintain our fleet, and the feedback we receive from both of them and our site teams on the Hitachi brand is consistently positive. We've been extremely impressed and pleased with the service levels and support given to us by HCM UK, and this has been the case throughout our business relationship. So many congratulations to Coinford, and congratulations also to the team at HCM UK." It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it? Every 3 years, the Construction Industry Training Board goes to the market to plead its case. Every 3 years, levy payers in the construction industry bitch and moan and whine about the CITB's failings and its shortcomings. And then every 3 years, the CITB is ultimately granted permission to carry on regardless. And I've no doubt that they will do exactly the same this time around. However, before you put a grudging tick in the pro CITB box, you might like to take a look at this.
Hello, I own a construction firm turning over 1.5 million a year, and I know how hard it is to generate and maintain that level of business. I'm angry that the CITB has squandered £80 million of our levy monies in the last 3 years. Last year alone, firms like ours paid the CITB levies of 195 million and got just 92 million back in training grants. Here are just some of the things that the CITB spent our levy on. In the last 3 years, they've spent a staggering £40 million on business improvement and technology. Has anyone noticed any improvements? The Vision 2020 business plan of 2018 was to sell its training centres and move its head office. But now, a reversal of that decision has left a £33 million hole in the books. Do you see the logic? CITB also spent nearly £10 million on redundancy and fit-out costs in moving its head office from Norfolk to Peterborough. Can any of you afford such a wasteful move? In the last 3 years, CITB has spent £2.7 million on car leasing. Has anyone had a visit from them? The CITB has spent £1.4 million in the last 3 years on research companies to find out what you think. Wouldn't it have been easier for them to give you a ring and you could have told them straight? The CITB, who stiff us for millions to squander, are now asking the industry for another 3 years of levy and grant powers. Now is the time to tell the trade associations or the researchers what you really think of the CITB.
£2.7 million on car leasing. I didn't realise the CITB was that big. Or is there just one or two people leasing Bugattis? I really don't know, but it's food for thought, right? Anyway, moving on.
If you enjoyed this show, please consider supporting us. Go to buymeacoffee.com/demolition news.